Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us again. Today we're going to be doing a Too Good To Go review, and this time it is from Tim Hortons. So if you guys have watched the video previously, you may have noticed that we have done a Tim Hortons video before, and that was our first ever Tim Hortons Too Good To Go bag. And I think that was maybe around about a month ago that we managed to do that. If you haven't watched it already, do feel free to have a wee look and see what we got the first time round. Because we got such an excellent deal, we thought anyway, from Too Good To Go from Tim Hortons, we thought that we would try it again tonight because they do sell out quite quickly, and we managed to get one sort of the last minute of the hour last night. So we did manage to get it, and this is what we got. So we got 10 Timbits. There is a selection inside. I did have a wee nosy just when I picked it up, just to check that everything was as it should be. It's quite deceiving, it's quite difficult to tell what's in a little box like this once it's all sealed up. So I hope you don't mind that I had a wee look beforehand. But yeah, so there is a mix in there. There is sort of chocolate ones, which personally are not my favourite, but I know my husband likes them. And we also have some of the sort of plain iced ones as well. As far as I can tell from inside the box, there are 10 in there, and there aren't any of the sort of sprinkled, sort of coated ones in there either. But you know, it saves food waste, and that's what we got. And in addition to that, we also managed to get 2 donuts. So the first one is a caramel apple fritter, which is very messy. There's lots of bits falling off of it, so there's loads of crumbs in the bag. But I'll just try to show you. That's what we got. Put this away. I'm dropping biscuit everywhere and little bits of icing as well. It's all over my hands. And the next and final item that we got from Tim Hortons today was sort of sprinkled donut. And again, I can hear sprinkles falling all over my floor, which I'm sure my dog will love hoovering up in a minute. So obviously we got their 2 donuts and we got our box of Timbits. The original price should have been £12 and we paid £3.99. Now I think in the grand scheme of value for money, I don't think what we got is worth £12 as quoted on the Too Good To Go app. We sort of estimated that each donut is between sort of £2 and £3, and so you're talking £6 for the 2 donuts and then the little box of Timbits, which I know they sometimes do put on offer. If you buy a coffee or if you buy a specific meal deal, you'll get the Timbits for almost like nothing. So you know, quoting us as it being £12 and then paying £3.99, obviously it's still a massive saving of money. You know, the food is good. You know, there's not a problem with the Too Good To Go app food from Tim Hortons. And I know from the previous video, there were people in front of me and people behind me ready to collect the goods. And tonight as well, there was also a couple behind me as I was leaving, also to collect a Too Good To Go bag from Tim Hortons. What I would say is that our neighbours saw our Tim Hortons review, and they went to Tim Hortons, the same one as us, just up the road, and they got 50 Timbits. Now they were all the same flavour, but 50 Timbits for £3.99. If you do have a bigger family, or you're wanting to share them up and you know, have them with friends, family, take them to work, then you know, it is a really excellent deal. You're saving a hell of a lot of food waste, and that is what the whole point of the app is about. But I do think that there is an element of getting good value for money and getting good products for what you do pay, because you are still paying for the food that you're saving from waste. So I think there is an element of expectation that you are going to get something, you know, quite special when you do sign up to go to places like Tim Hortons. We have had more from Greggs, and we have had more from Costa and Starbucks for a very similar, if not the same price, in the way of sweet products, in the way of, you know, savoury products. So what you've got to weigh up is it worth it? Now, consistency wise, this was one of the reasons that we did this video, and we wanted to see whether the consistency mimicked what we got from our first time at Tim Hortons, what our neighbours got with the amount of food that they got given. But I think what we have to do is take into consideration that it's the first day of the Easter holidays today up in Scotland, and the kids are off now for 2 weeks, and yeah, it may be that they just have less food waste because people have been in and they've had a nice day and a nice afternoon at Tim Hortons. What I did notice is as well is the last time we went, there was no one left sitting in the restaurant and there was no one eating or anything like that at all. It was just staff cleaning up at the end of the day, and obviously people like myself and other people who are going to collect the Too Good To Go bags basically turning up. Tonight that was a bit different. There was around, I would say, maybe 10 to 15 people still in the restaurant, and they were still eating and socialising with their friends, and I think, you know, that as well may also play a part in the reduction of the amount of food that we did get tonight. But all in all, I'm still happy with the products that we got. The quality is good, and I think, you know, we have got a bit of a variety there. We've got the sort of plain Timbits, the chocolate ones, and we've got 2 different types of donut. The caramel apple fritter or an apple fritter donut is certainly my favourite one, so it's quite nice that we got that. But the last time round we managed to get, I think, around 20 Timbits, and we got about 5 or 6 big donuts as well for the same amount of money. So it's just making you guys aware that there is some, you know, there is some consistency with certain brands and certain shops, but in some places it may depend just generally on, you know, the time of the day, the day of the week, and as again we mentioned, the Easter holidays as well. So I hope you guys have liked this video. It won't put me off going back to Tim Hortons to get another Too Good To Go bag, because I don't think you can complain for paying £4 for 2 huge lovely donuts and a little box of Timbits as well. The fact it is just a few minutes up the road from us saves us travelling too far, and it is a really convenient collection time around sort of 9:30 at night, and by then we're home from work and we can just chill out, enjoy some sweet treats and save food waste. So if you have liked this video, give it a wee thumbs up, comment in the box below, tell me what you think about our Too Good To Go bag today. Let me know if you guys have travelled to a Tim Hortons, and if you have had a Too Good To Go bag, what was your experience? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it just okay? Let me know what you think. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for continuing to subscribe. We have had a few new subscribers join us over the last couple of days, so I just want to say a big hello to everyone who has joined us on our foodie journey, and I really appreciate all of you taking the time to watch our videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye!